Are you ready for the first task? The only thing baby loves more than pizza is burgers. A point goes to whoever cooks the most delicious burger. It's no sweat. The chef can handle it with her eyes closed. Have you heard about the task? You gotta stay focused on the track. We've got an outsider. All we gotta do is find the winner. With a knife like that, the bun stands no chance. Time to make a patty. The chef is a perfectionist. Grandma chooses to bake her own burger bun. You gotta be unique. Beets are not just a source of vitamins, they're also great for dyeing. Wonderful shade. Well, there's not such a thing as too many vitamins, so carrots won't hurt nobody. Now we can send it in the oven. In this cooking race, you're clearly off the track. The rivals are a circle ahead by now. You gotta catch up. Right, delivery. Work smarter, not harder. You gotta get a move on it. Here is your key to victory. He chose to make the most high-calorie burger ever. This will serve 3 people. Luckily, Grandma still cares about her granddaughter's health. Fresh groceries straight from her own garden. What a cute pink burger! Stunning! The brother ended up with a fast food tower. It's his pride and joy. How's the chef doing? She got down to assembling her masterpiece. Her burger is a decent museum piece as a standard of quality. The chef's signature is missing. Cheese sauce will do this job. The fussy judge must love it. The round is over. It's time to taste it. No wonder she went with fast food first. Nice texture. Let's taste. So good. Another piece is a must. Grandma's burger doesn't look convincing. The color is cool though. Why does it smell weird? Not today. One last contestant. Unique presentation. A cheese waterfall. Looks delicious. You can't do without gloves. Good to go. So tasty. Here is our winner. Chef gets the first point. Don't beat yourself up. Contestants, a haiku for you. Rice and fish, 2 halves. Make sushi rolls. It's quite a challenge. Avocado has already raised questions. The chef knows a thing or two about Japanese cuisine. It doesn't pose a problem for her. Do we have a spy? Where would we be without cream cheese? Here comes avocado! Yeah, right faster. Just gotta roll with it and voila! Fresh fish and some decor. And icing on the cake! Caviar! Top notch! Did you take notes? Now, you basically have the success formula in your hands. The chances to win faded like this ink. You'll have to use your memory or make do. Trust the process and things will come together. Technically, it's still sushi, but in the shape of a snowman. Don't be so self-conscious. Granny is back with color experiments. So bright! A point for creativity. Gary didn't lose his head. His element isn't rice, it's candy. He can turn it into literally anything, even sushi. Grandma keeps surprising everyone. She managed to make up an edible Pikachu. It's tasting time. It's an honor to taste your dishes. The judge reaches for sweet sushi first. That's quite a unique way. She fancies brother's invention. Edible chopsticks are a must for all restaurants. Chef's sushi rolls look really good. If the chopsticks are inedible, they might as well go away. Bare hands make it better. Yummy! The way Grandma's Pikachu looks alone amazes the judge. Let's have a bite. We are what we eat, so our baby has turned into Pikachu. The winner of the contestant is obvious. This is Grandma's first point. What's the drink people have had for 100 years, even though they don't know the contents? It's a Coke. And today you'll create your own! Chocolate is a perfect fit. All you gotta do is bring it to the needed consistency and pour it into a bottle. Lucky for you, Grandma doesn't see you smudging the table. Looks so good! That bartender's side job did pay off. M&M's as a filling? Good choice. More chocolate won't ruin chocolate. Coke and maracas, 2 in 1. Grandma is eager to know the recipe. Tons of sugar is a real problem. She can't cook this for her grandkid. Let's make up healthy Coke. A milk bottle will be perfectly fine. The health nut picked up the juiciest berries. Adding honey to make it sweet. Looks more like jam cooking. Grandson got a little carried away. She needs a little drink shake as well. Chief cares a lot about serving. No one said Coke's supposed to be a drink. A sponge cake and Nutella are a good match made in heaven. Let's decorate with whipped cream. Fresh fruit? She did learn something from her grandma after all. You don't even need to stir. Premium Coca-Cola is ready. Healthy Coke and Brothers Candy Coke. Is the jury ready to evaluate the contestants? Chef's way of serving is truly spectacular. Hopefully it's not all about good looks. Pretty good, but it could be better. How is healthy Coke looking? Like Jell-O, if you ask me. The silver lining is you could squeeze it out. Pretty decent. Time for the last contestant. What's inside? It's a candy fountain. She's crazy about M&M's. Here's our winner. You aced this round. The celebration got out of hand. Even Grandma is drinking Victory Coke. Baby ran out of drinks. It's no problem when you have 3 chefs by your side. The next cooking challenge is cocktails. You got this? Totally! They're sure of themselves by now. Brother is not being cheap. He knows that candy is his element. The recipe is simple. A can of Chupa Chup soda. A few more. It's never too much. Let's add unusual sensations. Sizzling powders. The more the merrier. Stir well and add in the secret ingredient. A full can of bubble tea. How about that? A sugar bomb drink is ready. What in the world was that? The girls can hardly imagine the amount of calories in it. It's certainly not up their alley. Grandma sticks to the classics. She's making her signature hot cocoa. Thing is, a single drink will not suffice this time around. Granny realized that creativity is her strong suit. Look, that's the frozen snowman. Chef also sticks to her strategy. She seeks the perfect balance of taste and aesthetics. She worked at a high-end restaurant for a good reason. Today she's making a Blue Lagoon milkshake. Strawberry, sweet, vivid, and spectacular. And a donut instead of a lemon is her own invention. Finishing touches? Voila! A fancy drink is ready. All done? Looks like Brother left something behind. I mean, have you ever seen a refreshing drink with no ice? Wow, he didn't expect this effect. You can make faces all you want, yet the winner is chosen by the jury. Let's start with a steaming drink. Taste explosive! Grandma's hot cocoa is up next. This taste she knew from early childhood. Cool! Time for Chef's cocktail. It turned out tasty! Who will win this round? Chef! Is it Brother or should it be Grandma? That's a tough call. All drinks were decent. It will be fair if everyone gets a point. The contestants are baffled. They all have the same amount of points, which means it's a tie. If you're being fed veggies and you want candies, no worries. When you don't have an appetite, Pokémon will come to the rescue. Who will kids choose? Snorlax and Charmander, are you ready for this? Had you waked up Snorlax for this? Charmander was always wanting to go green, and Anything would taste better with a signature barbecue. Snorlax wonders if it's even edible. I think he is going to continue being hungry. Charm has chosen the roasting level for the vegetables. Medium well? That's an excellent choice. Snorlax's nose can't resist a tasty snack. This Pokémon will go to great lengths for a tasty treat. You shouldn't have started a fire indoors. Snorlax, on the other hand, managed to escape unscathed, and even with a reward. Charmander turns out to be an excellent cook. Pizza? Snorlax will undoubtedly win this round. Charmander still seems to hold a grudge against him. A true lady keeps her emotions to herself, but Snorlax can't be fooled that easily. Pepperoni! But it's charcoal flavored again. Looks like Snorlax is on fire. He knows whose shenanigans are these. Charmy, on the other hand, is pure innocence. There's only one way to expose her. Science! We require a sample. Snorlax is going to find out everything. A magnifying glass is for newbies. An expert chooses a microscope. Undeniable proof! Snorlax is now 100% certain that it's Charmy. But what is he trying to do? Charmy will now learn not to get in the way of the man's food. Pikachu energy! Now Snorlax is not only hungry, but also dangerous. First of all, to himself. You need to pick a better target, kiddo. A scope will definitely be helpful. Charmy receives an energy charge from his neighbor. Bon appetit! A fried chicken round! What a lucky break! There's no need to hold back now. Ha! Snorlax is holding the chicken in both hands. A true craftsman. I'm curious what he's working on there. Charmander is going to welcome the first visitors. Let's see if your cabin can withstand these guests. Hello, Meowth. Here are some bones for you. The Snorlax skyscraper was destroyed by Typhoon Meowth. Hey, take it easy, Snorlax. There's no need to make hasty decisions, even though you have your apron ready. Meowth will not get involved in Pokémon quarrels. Snorlax, your lunch has run off. Menu for Pokémon. Snorlax got a Happy Meal. But there was less food, and there was no toy. Charmander had much better luck. This does not make Snorlax feel any better. That makes it even more upsetting. But he also has a plan for that. Jigglypuff's power surely will help him. Uh-oh! Charm is ready for her first bite. But what is that? So, Snorlax, you're a singer as well? Jigglypuff energy worked after all. Sweet dreams, Charmy! The next round is potato chips! Watch out, it's a round with a kick. Thanks for the heads up. What would that mean? Charmander loves everything spicy, and her time has finally come. The chips are so spicy you can't get near them. Looks like it's time for a secret weapon. Fireproof gloves. Now that's more like it. Too bad they don't make them for the tongue. Charmander, on the other side, desires more Skullvilles. She wants to add Tabasco to her chips. Now that's much better. Snorlax can't figure out how she can do it. What? There's gotta be a fire in there. But Snorlax wants to experience a spicy thrill too. Charmander's energy drink will help him do just that. Snorlax is a real dragon, and a dragon doesn't mind spicy things. He'll gobble them up in a heartbeat. And he could use the sauce, too. Someone has to stop him. The energy drink ran out at the worst moment. Poor Snorlax has a fire raging inside him. Charmy knows what to do in such cases. Revenge is a cold dish. And you should definitely cool off, Snorlax. Take that. Maybe that'll cool your fervor. You look like a wet chicken. Hey guys, are you ready? Let's go.
The Pokémon have gathered for a food challenge. Here comes Charmander. We're sort of chefs. Who wants to help us cook?
No, we only know how to binge.
Fire Pokémon is upset, but you'd better not play with fire. You don't want to know what she is capable of in her wrath. You can't scare Pokémon with heavy breathing. They didn't yet know that Charmander transforms into Charizard when she's angry. Whoa, now I think everyone will listen to you very carefully. The grand prize of today's challenge is the Gold Cup. It's so brilliant, it won't leave anyone indifferent. Everyone is intrigued. But the cup is not so easy to get. Let the cooking challenge begin. Pikachu does more tasting than cooking. Beedrill managed to change the attachment on the sting. Now it's a pastry arm. Beedrill, with her new gadget, decided to make ice cream. Pikachu also wants a hand like that. Beedrill is thrilled with her know-how. I think Pikachu has a plan, a magic word, and a shock can work wonders sometimes. Beedrill understood Pikachu perfectly, and she treats her with ice cream. Everything tastes so much better with M&Ms. Bon appetit! Poor Beedrill, the shock was too strong. Charizard also got some specialty ice cream, except she won't tolerate a mess in the kitchen. Beedrill already started to regret her mods. Pikachu can't resist laughing, even in the face of her removal. That's what it means to burn out at work. Pikachu won't tolerate that and decides to stand up for the bee. Wow, you're brave, Pichu. It seems our Don Juan is in trouble. Wake up, no sleeping. Well, what have you cooked? Rapidash's efforts don't go in vain. The chef sees a worthy contender to win. Well, Snorlax, shame on you. But the Pokémon is not troubled. 1 minute and it's done. Too bad it's not a sleeping challenge, then he'd had no competition. Snorlax can barely blink. What should he make? Rapidash doesn't even think about stopping. Snorlax crawls to the finish line like a crippled turtle, but here's his key to victory. Rapidash has found a use for her horn. Her donut fortress is beautiful. Snorlax only stepped away for a minute. When did she have time to do all that? You simply shouldn't sleep during a competition. So she wasn't sleeping. This needs to be fixed right away. Snorlax's melody is as enchanting as Jigglypuff. Rapidash can't resist. Snorlax looks like you took too many sleeping pills. Little Rapidash doesn't even think about returning from her sweet dream world. Snorlax thinks it's better to work with your head than with your hands. I need your finest cake right here and right now. Wow, Rapidash has a competitor for speed. Thanks for the delivery, friend. You're welcome. Good morning, Rapidash. Snorlax barely has time to hide the package. How long did Rapidash sleep if Snorlax had time to cook this? Try sleeping less. Rapidash, you forgot all about time. There's too little of it left. Rapidash tries his best. Snorlax anticipates his victory. A few more pieces, and it's done. You're quite an athlete. Come on, Rapidash, you've only got a few seconds left. Hands down on the table, time's up, the round is over. The finalists are not going to give up their place on the podium, but it's all up to Charizard. Not bad. Now Rapidash. How interesting. Is that a mountain or a wizard's cap? Who will the judges choose? My heart sank in anticipation. They both pulled it off. Great job! James and Ash are ready to put out their Pokémon. They're wearing gloves, which means it's gonna be a tough one, mixing the dough for Pika's delicious desserts. Wow, Snorlax, now that's power! Don't knock the table down. If Snorlax goes for strength, Pikachu relies on speed. Wow, look how cute Pika's cupcakes are! And what did our blue strongman come up with? It's not a cupcake anymore, it's a whole cake! Although Snorlax could eat it in one bite, the coaches decided to start the tasting with him. The coaches seem to like it. Well done, Snorlax! Does Pikachu stand a chance? Oops, the coaches didn't like that one. Snorlax anticipates victory, but his appetite takes over. And the reward for Snorlax is an electric shock. Pika doesn't want to share his tasty treat.
Eating in a Pokeball.
Snorlax is the one and only unmatchable glutton. He just got a new Pokeball delivered. Who did he pick? It's Charmander. Her fire is enough to regain the upper hand. In this round, the contestants have to make their own potato chips, but it's harder than it looks. Don't give up, Snorlax. Charmy takes on the task with enthusiasm. She already knows what she's going to do. Her trademark style is a little heat. Snorlax is at a loss, but he decides to ask a friend for help. Oh, Sensei, your katana is fast and sharp. You can make chips without it. Sensei is ready to help the blue Pokemon. The Sword Master turns potatoes into straight slices in the blink of an eye. Now that's a level of skill. Snorlax is sure he can win the second round as well. Charmander wastes no time either and is already moving on to the fry. What's she got going for her? The chips seem to have borrowed their color from the hosts. Looks delicious. A real chef has to sample their dish. The chips are clearly not the trump card of Snorlax. And how is Charmy doing? She's obviously happy with her work. Oh, didn't mean to interrupt. Rapidash has already started her next task. What's with the wind? She doesn't want to catch a cold in here. That's it, Evie. She's got a head start. Now she's in the game as well. No one can resist her charms. The bartender understands everything without words. Evie has had time to decorate everything to perfection. James can't take this blow. He splashes the failed experiment all over the walls. Advice from the winner: you have to keep it simple. James needs to overtake his opponent. So who will he bet on? Beedrill is back in action. Ash has also decided to bolster with reinforcements. Who will stand up to the evil bee? It's the sweet couple Jigglypuff and Evie. James doesn't think that 2 against 1 is fair. Ash pretends he can't hear his opponent and doesn't even know what he's talking about. Then Ash won't mind if James buffs his Pokémon. Oh, it's Pikachu's drink. Girls are sure that no drink can save her. Uh-oh, the Pokémon got nervous. Now it's not just nectar flowing through Bee's veins, it's electricity too! Who needs to charge their gadgets? The girls are already regretting entering the arena, and the Bee has already got its sting to teach these 2 a lesson. Ash can't watch his team get splattered all over the ground. Charizard, I summon you! Don't worry, help is on the way! James has heard about the power of this Pokémon. She's not to be messed with, especially when it comes to her friends. Yeah, show that Bee! Pokémon find their shelter beneath her broad wings. But Evie can't take this suspense and leaves Jiggly alone. Beedrill has no intention of backing down. Her stingers are sharp and ready for a fight. James wants to even the odds, so he gives her another energy drink. This time, it's Charmy's drink. Jigglypuff prepares for the worst. The Bee Queen unleashes a swarm to her defense. Poor Jigglypuff, now the whole hive is after her. A fiery duel between Pokémon gathers momentum. No one is going to concede. Their strength is equal, but only one will win. This is the match of the year. Who will emerge victorious? Oh, what a blast! I think it's a tie. The Pokémon have wasted all their strength on this legendary fight. There's no choice left. Ash and James have to put a stop to this contest. This is the final round, and it's decisive. Gingerbread, tic-tac-toe. Ash goes first. Charm is so delicious. It's James's move. Ash wants to set up a perimeter takedown, but James goes on the counter-offensive. Ash has foreseen that too. A tie? Again? After all, only one coach will get the cup. The Ash was faster, but I think there's someone else who's faster. It's Sonic! Let's go get him!
Where is Sonic heading off to this time? Looks like somebody got a Netflix account. Now we're all set to watch. Let's go! Any delivery guy dreams of having a teleporter like this. Sonic, I think this delivery is for you. Wow, it's an invitation to a food challenge. Sonic should prepare himself for the challenge ahead. Just don't screw it up like last year. In the culinary contest, Sonic almost had the win in his pocket, but in the finals, he lost almost all of his rings. But this time, he won't fail. Sonic is clearly in the mood to unseat the champion this year. And it doesn't matter who the opponent is. Is this place covered in honey? Where did the bees come from? Sonic, hope you have some sting cream. It's Beedrill! The hedgehog is more scared of the last challenge winner. Hold up, Sonic. You shouldn't underestimate your opponents. Not so fast, Sonic. The muffins will be helpful for the game. Participants, get ready for the first round. Before Beedrill can even blink, Sonic has built a line. A blazing victory! The winner takes it all. It's time for the burger challenge. Both contestants are already drooling on the table, but only one will win. Sonic decides to take on his opponent with speed, except Snorlax beats him in experience. Even in turbo mode, Sonic won't have an easy time beating that record, but he's not going to give up. But Sonic still has a long way to go with this two-handed technique. He seems to have an idea. If he can't do that, he'll have to portal right into his stomach to make it go faster. Burgers are definitely Snorlax's thing. He eats them like popcorn. How's Sonic gonna get past him? Do you think a hurricane will scare Snorlax? I think it's too fast for the big guy. Now the patties are begging to go back. Hurry to the Pokeball! No one's supposed to see that. That's a great idea, Sonic. The countdown has begun. Snorlax, are you okay? How about a treat? Snorlax won't forget the bitter taste of defeat for a long time. You can put the burger away now. It's time for the next battle. There will be no slacking off in this round. The Food Challenge Master starts first. Even Pichu could have handled just marshmallows. Snorlax doesn't want Sonic to forget who he's dealing with. The secret trick, the Sugar Shredder. Wow, Sonic's gonna have to work up a sweat. He'll have to use all his speed to catch up with his opponent. He did it! What about Snorlax? Should we go get some insulin? Wow, that's a lot of marshmallows. Snorlax isn't careful at all. If he wants to win, Sonic's gonna have to step it up. If Sonic was ready, his cheeks aren't. Snorlax and the marshmallow are a perfect match. The contest is almost over, and it doesn't seem to be in Sonic's favor at all. He's ready to admit defeat. What? Snorlax wasn't expecting that. How gross! Now that they're tied, Sonic has a chance. But Snorlax won't let go of the win. Jigglypuff is here too! The singer will never turn down a milkshake. Sonic is still ecstatic about his success. Jigglypuff doesn't need any competition and she knows how to get rid of them. What's that sweet tune? Let's put it on pause. That's much better. Sonic prefers his own playlist. Jigglypuff seems to be losing listeners. This is outrageous. We need to drink this unpleasant feeling. Sonic should start worrying, but he's taking matters into his own hands. So, Jigglypuff, do you like to sing? Let's see how you sing after all this, shall we? A cold cocktail should cool the singer's fervor. As long as Sonic doesn't get sick himself. Jigglypuff didn't even manage to blink an eye. Now Sonic has no doubts about his victory. We can go on. Jiggly isn't too happy about the cheeky blue face. But even that won't stop her from enjoying a milkshake. Or does it? Jiggly, are you freezing? Sonic is already enjoying the taste of victory. Jiggly knew something was wrong. Why didn't anyone say anything about the ice cream challenge? The pink Pokémon will have to fight her way into the finals. Sonic just got time for his afternoon nap. Don't miss the award, Blue! Looks like Jigglypuff managed to put her opponent to sleep without a song. Now it's her turn to change the contest rules. Jigglypuff will quickly regain the advantage. Under the heat of a hairdryer, the ice cream returns to its original form. Time's up! Wake up, Sonic! Looks like your win was snatched right out from under your nose. But you have a chance to break even in the K-pop challenge. I hope you won't be so arrogant this time. But what's with all these creepy noises? There's no way you can enjoy a sweet. It's time to interrupt this harrowing concert. We can eat. Justice must be served. K-pops for K-pops. Such games are not to Jiggly's liking. She's furious! Sonic senses danger a mile away. Now Hedgehog will show the Pokémon how the boomerang works. Jiggly! You know you shouldn't throw food. Sonic wants to know if there's a last year's champion. But Jiggly can't talk right now. Sonic, if you keep bullying your opponents like this, you won't have any friends left. Who's gonna fight the speedy Hedgehog now? Here comes the champion! Pichu is ready to teach the Hedgehog a lesson. He's ready to take on her challenge with all his might. Pikachu! What a twist! Sonic's weapon's no match for her. And what will he do to her without his rings? It's all down to the final donut challenge. Pikachu won't give up her title that easily. Sonic doesn't seem to mind going all out. He's too fast even for Pikachu. Sonic crossed the wrong Pokémon. What a reflex! You're lucky, Sonic. Your move now! Pikachu already thought her opponent had just given up, but it turned out to be just a tricky maneuver. Sonic doesn't leave a crumb from the sweet tower. He Pikachu was totally unprepared for this. Sonic didn't leave a chance for Pika to win this year. The medal belongs to him. Pikachu knows how to accept defeat. Sonic is so happy to have the rings back that he forgets all about the award. Let Pikachu keep it.